I would like to say thank you on behalf of all the members of the class of 2020 to the faculty and staff who worked tirelessly to ensure that we had the best experience possible prior to COVID and especially over the last few months during COVID. Your work has made the seemingly impossible possible and the unpleasant enjoyable, so thank you for that. I would also like to thank the donors who make it possible for students like me to attend Darlington School and grant us all of the opportunities that we would not have experienced otherwise. Many of us came to this world following the tragedy of 9/11, and we started forming some of our earliest memories in the midst of an economic crisis. Now we're being thrown into the real world in the middle of a pandemic. As Coach Atha would say in the training room on a Friday night, all we can do is control the controllables and give 100% of the time. We have faced adversity and shown perseverance through it all. Oftentimes we get too busy chasing these crazy extraordinary moments that we often miss out on the ordinary moments. While I know that the COVID-19 virus has caused a lot of negativity in the world, it has also given us opportunity to create those ordinary memories, like watching a movie with your siblings or maybe just going to get to visit your grandparents a little bit more often. I think those memories are crucial as we begin our college journey. I don't know about y'all, but I'm going to miss my family, and I know that I'll be able to hold those memories close to my heart when I'm feeling homesick. When I reflect upon my experience at Darlington, I remember how terrified I first was, but what sticks out to me is the kindness that I was shown. I came here not knowing anyone and being told constantly by people not a part of the Darlington community that I wouldn't fit in here. Instead, I was welcomed into a diverse population with its own identity. Ms. Sykes presented us with this question this past year. If a piece of artwork is in a museum, closed, with the lights off, does it have meaning? I know we won't all have the same answer, but to me, that piece of artwork doesn't have meaning without the people there to create the meaning. Our experiences and our personality drive our interpretations of the world around us. That's what Darlington is like. To the outside world, they might think that we don't have our own identity, but once you meet the people who make Darlington, Darlington, like Miss Francis and her warm greetings, or Coach Guth and his early morning welcomes, or Mr. Moss and his trendy suits, or so many others, you realize that the community is rooted in its people and the kindness they share. My challenge to y'all, my fellow classmates, is to pay it forward. Take the kindness that Darlington has shown to you and pass that on to the others you come in contact with throughout your life. I know we all have those days, I know I do especially, where we feel like we don't have an ounce of kindness left to give. But I encourage you to find it within yourself to show someone a small measure of kindness. Whether it's being a gracious driver, letting someone check out before you, or even just smiling at someone who might need a little bit of encouragement. Those little acts make a big difference in someone's day. Brene Brown once said that in order to be brave, you must be vulnerable. So take those small acts of kindness to be vulnerable and show your compassion for the people around you. Some people think there's no strength in vulnerability, but I promise it takes a lot more courage to be vulnerable than it does to be selfish. We're the generation that can make a difference. It starts with us, and it starts now. I'll leave you with this quote from Robert Kennedy. Few will have the greatness to bend history itself, but each of us can work to change a small portion of events. And in the total of all of those acts will be written in the history of this generation. Thank you.